Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Thursday, the 10th of April, 2025. So we'll start off as per usual with the synoptic chart. Well, funnily enough, not a lot has changed actually. The thing I can see that has changed is this low pressure that's way out in the Atlantic has sort of dissipated. There's another one sort of building up south of Greenland at the moment, but we're sat under a really, really nice area of high pressure. 1032 millibar, 1034. It is really high. The disadvantage of that is it's probably going to be a little bit more stable than it has been over the last couple of days, and also we've got this lower cloud outside, which might take a little bit longer to dissipate. Run this through to midday today, and still very, very nice, calm, almost slight easterly sort of flow over Lasham, and it's holding all these fronts away. Let's see what else we've got then. So cloud cover. Here's this band of cloud that we've got over us at the moment. It's basically going to dissipate as the temperature comes up. It's around about 1,400 feet actually, so there's nothing at all stopping us getting it airborne at the moment. And it should burn away nicely, and we again should end up with a fairly nice sunny day. Obviously, under this high pressure area, there's no cloud, no rain associated anywhere near us, and no point really. But if I were to run through the Met Office predicted rainfall, we wouldn't see any rain there either. So let's have a look then at the Odium TAF, latest 1 hour 40. So I'll run to the meter on this. 7 knots from the northeast, pressure 1032, broken cloud at 1,500 feet. That's what we've got outside the door at the moment, but that will be dissipating later. And if I look at Farnborough, see if they've updated their TAF. No, they haven't. So again, so we're looking at 5 knots from the northeast, becoming easterly later. Pressure is nice and high. Broken clouds at 1,700 feet they're giving, and it is going to become Cav OK later on. What time are they giving? Temporarily between 6 and 10. All right, so by 11 o'clock it's going to clear, but we just got this broken cloud outside at the moment, but it's perfectly flyable at the moment. Okay, spot winds are giving just to the north variable 5, further to the south 07015, and windy is giving a fairly steady 6 knots from the northeast today. So that's at 10 o'clock. If I run that forward to 4 o'clock this afternoon, 2 knots. So the wind is decreasing as the day goes on. Local forecast. It's not indicating any of the cloud cover here at the moment, just saying nice clear blue day until the moon comes up. It's going to be full moon, I think, tonight. Max temperature today around about 15 degrees, feeling about 14, and really a pretty low 4 or 5 knots northeasterly flow. Viz very, very good again. And GFS is giving us a max temperature today of 15 degrees with a dew point down at 5. View outside the window, this was half an hour ago, so if I change that now, spot the difference. There wasn't one really, but the wind is just fairly steadily 5 knots northeasterly, and this cloud cover here is round about, probably above the ground, about 1,100 foot above Lasham at the moment, but you can see holes in it, and it's thinning out as the time goes by. And the actual temperature outside from our Met Office is 5.2, with a dew point down at 1.7. Right, projected thermals from top Meteo then. So this grey stuff is all this lower cloud that we got. If I run this through by the hour, you can see that it's thinning out. Further north, it's blue already, and they're starting to get some thermals up there. You can see that. But where we are down here at the moment, it's going to linger a little bit longer till around about midday, and then we're going to get weak blue thermals to a couple of thousand feet. Run that through to 1 or 2 o'clock there, you might get weak thermals about 2.8, something like that. And maximum, if you're really lucky, you might just get 3,000 foot over here. I don't think there's a cumulus so much, a bit of sea mist that's still hanging around over there. And sky sight then, so they indicate it's going to be blue here all day. May get some blue thermal to around about 3,000 foot if we're lucky. The wind's pretty well northeasterly, 5 knots. And if I run the sky sight cross section, here's the mist that we've got at the moment. It's this lower cloud. They're indicating it's going to be clear here around about 10 o'clock. And then as the temperature rises, reasonable thermals, maybe 2.7 knots there, thereabouts. And if you're lucky, you may get a climb to about 3,000, 3,200 there or thereabouts. No time wise, I'll keep it local then because I don't think anyone's going to be going anywhere particularly today. So 18 is multiple paragliders down at Whitepool. 26 is live firing at Barton Stacey, surface to 1,100 feet. 27 is flare firing at Waverley, surface to 1,500 foot. That's not going to be till 7 p.m. today. 31 and 32 is Ash Ranges. It's the same range. It's just one's giving surface to 850, one's giving surface to 1,100. But Ash Ranges D132 is active all day today. And the last one, 30 feet, is flare firing at Camberley, surface to 1,300 foot from 6 p.m. today. So operationally then, let's have a quick look at what we're going to do. No surprises here. Quick check the cross section. Here's the Odeon. Here's the low cloud we've got outside. They're giving about 1,500 feet. It's going to basically break away slowly. It's perfectly flyable at the moment, by the way. For the core skies, perfectly flyable at the moment. And going to break away to clear blue, basically. 040, 060 winds, 5 knots. No weather reports. No weather, even. So no report movements today, as of now. Light east-north winds today, lightly blue after the low cloud has cleared. Thermic from about 11 o'clock onwards, and maybe 4,000 foot if you're lucky. I think it's probably going to be nearer 3,500 foot. The glass and the airfield is lovely. 2 K21s on a 5-day course. We have 1 K21 booked with instructor and students all day. K13 is booked by club members. All remaining 2-seaters are available. There's quite a large casual list today for 6 or 7 people for spinning and for all sorts of other things. So a K21 and a K13 will probably be ideal for them. And we do have 2 instructors available and willing. So they might be quite busy doing whatever they're doing. SH42, we haven't gone to SH42, that's SH2, 4 and 9 are booked at various stages of the day. Remaining single-seaters are free. So we'll set up on 09, as we have done for the last 2 or 3 weeks. Take off from the grass, landing both sides, air to north, winching to the south. Please wash gliders down at the end of the day. Reminder on the buggies and the simulator. There is one note here about the simulator. The front cockpit trim lever is broken at the moment, but the trim does work from the rear cockpit. So standard setup then. I don't think there'd be any appetite today for a club grid, so we'll leave it as a fairly standard winch launching from the south, air towing from the north, winch on the south side, very, very light wind, landing north or south, and please be very, very careful. Do not roll over the disused runways on the ground. Land before, in the middle of, or float to after if it's safe to do so. Okay, well, thanks very much then, guys. Myself and Evan will be out there looking after your flying today. I might be doing a 5-year refresher with Henry. I'm not sure. I haven't managed to see him yet. But anyway, I'll be out as well as Evan, and we'll see you out there shortly. Take care. Bye.